Alright, so here we are now. Let's go over our red player first here, Tex, bringing the Bretonnians. He is going to be having 4 Spearmen at Arms with shields, 3 Peasant Mob. He's going to have a backline with some Battle Pilgrims, and then he's going to have 2 units of Trebuchets here. Now, for the mobility contingent, we're going to have up in the air a unit of Royal Hippogriff Knights accompanying King Lewin Leoncoeur. King Lewin is going to be bringing the Sword of Couronne, the Lion Shield, Stand Your Ground, Foe Seeker, as well as Beloved Son of Bretonnia and the Ladies Champion. Over here on the far right flank, we are going to be seeing 2 units of Knights Errant, one of them being the ROR Defenders of the Fleur de Lis, who are going to have Frenzy on top of them. So, for the Dowie, we're going to be seeing an artillery-focused army as well. So, we're going to have a front line consisting of Dwarf Warriors. I like this pick. So he's going to have 4 of these Dwarf Warriors. They have charge defense against large as long as they're bracing, so very solid pick there as far as I'm concerned. We got Miners. Looks like 1 on either flank. So for that armor piercing, they can dive in once the charge is broken up and apply some armor piercing to the Bretonnian Cav. He's going to have 2 units of Quarrelers, and then we're going to have 2 units of Thunderers as well. In the back line, 2 units of Longbeards with great weapons, as well as 2 cannons. And we're going to have a 3rd unit of Dwarf Warriors with great weapons. My bad, I thought this would be Longbeards, but they're actually just regular old Dwarf Warriors. And then he's going to have 2 Slayers, one of whom is the Dragonback Slayers, ROR. We got the Runesmith here with the Rune of Wrath and Ruin, as well as the Hammer of Karak Draz. And then last but certainly not least, we're going to have a Dwarf Lord over here, who's going to be a Rune Lord, who's going to have the Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin and nothing else. So there we have it, guys. Bretonnia versus the Dowie. Will the Trebuchet or the Cannons reign supreme? And I have to say, my money's on the Cannons. Yep, there goes 1 Trebuchet. Yeah, there's enough space here because you could fit like 4 units right there. So basically, I would say like here is kind of the cutoff. But he isn't white line camping, fortunately. There's definitely enough room for a player to maneuver around. Alright, Trebuchets are throwing their rocks in now. It's their turn to get some damage down. Doesn't look like they've been able to connect at all yet. But still 5 artillery models still in play for the Bretonnians. So good news is they're going to be keeping those Dowie cannons occupied for a while. Maybe buying some time for the cavalry to close the gap. Alright, 1 Trebuchet is already routing though. And look at that, no models left on this Trebuchet, completely dead. Luckily they're only 650, but yeah, that's still a point loss for the Bretonnians and a pretty early win for the Dowie. You know, they're going to have artillery superiority very quickly here, and I mean they already do, but pretty soon they'll be completely unchallenged. But I have to say I like this change in targeting. You want to start shooting the Cav now, otherwise by the time you kill the Trebuchet, you won't have any targets to shoot and get some real damage done. And man, just killing models, guys. Killing models for days. And I don't even think I went over the Damsel of Life that the Bretonnians have. She's going to have Regrowth, Earthblood, and Shield of Thorns, Life Bloom, the magic resist item. Magic resist item, I'm not quite sure why she has that against the Dowie, though. I'll have to double check to make sure that's what it does. Yep, it's magic resistance. Alright, Bretonnian infantry is coming in, closing that gap with the front line of Dowie forces, and oh my goodness, Felix is here, guys. I missed him. I'm sorry, Felix. Felix is going to be here with the Bretonnian forces. He's going to have Karagul as helping hand. Karagul, yeah. Deadly Onslaught, Foe Seeker, and Blood Oath. Guess Gotrek wanted to sit this one out. Didn't feel like killing his fellow dwarfs. Over here, now comes the Hippogriff Knights and King Lewin Leoncoeur. Oh, look at the damage. The damage is real. Oh, my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. That was a beautiful charge from Lewin, dishing out a lot of nice damage, but yeah, it just looks like the Bretonnians are having a real tough time of it here. We have the Royal Hippogriff Knights in combat, but their Slayers chasing them down, doing a lot of damage, but Regrowth has been cast on top of them, renewing all of their HP, and King Lewin obviously has his own passive regeneration. Here comes some Knights Errant in for a nice charge on top of these Thunderers. However, there are Slayers nearby, so I can't imagine they will be in combat all that long, because if they are, they'll be in trouble. But look at this, guys. The cannons going to continue firing away, and I think they're targeting the Hippogriff Knights now. Nope, I lied. Targeting the Trebuchet still. But there we go. Defenders of the Fleur-de-Lis taking a lot of damage, starting to waver, but it looks like they're trying their best to pull out while getting chased by the Dowie Slayers. When you see the Quarrelers continuing to fire away, and now the Dragonback Slayers are coming over too, and the defenders of Fleur-de-Lis are officially routing. But they have left the cannon and these Quarrelers woefully unprotected. So we'll see how much Bretonnia can capitalize on this right now. I do like his charges. He keeps going on his charges down the flank of the formation, and it just means that Lewin's attack animations are doing really well when you go in from that angle. Alright, Royal Hippogriff Knights once again in combat with the Dragonback Slayers. They probably want to pull out of here while they can. Otherwise, they're going to be chewed away. And look, their health just dropping right now, guys. Dropping so quickly. There's 6 models left, so very timely Earthblood going down here. Oh no, it's a upgraded Regrowth, guys. Now that couldn't have come any better time. Like, he was about to lose a model, I guarantee it. And now look at him, about to go back to full health after these guys were down to basically, I don't know, 20% health. Now that is what I call value. Over here, going to see Felix and Lewin Leoncoeur continuing to chunk away at these Thunderers as the Trebuchets fire in. And now that the Dowie are bunching up a bunch on top of some of these hero units, it is a great opportunity for the Bretonnian Trebuchet to shine as it throws rocks into really dense Dowie formations. Here come... Oh, don't dive now. Don't do it now. You have Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Look how slow they're charging. Oh my goodness. I don't think he noticed that Rune of Wrath and Ruin was on, because, yeah, they're so slow right now. Minus 72% speed, a 9 speed. It's going to be the easiest thing ever for these Dragonback Slayers to start chewing through them now. And look at that. They dove down, didn't even get their charge off, and now they're having to retreat already. Shield of Thorns being cast down on top of them. Oh no, don't send this Trebuchet crew in. It's one of those things where they keep their ammunition with them, so if you keep this Trebuchet crew over here by the artillery, you could potentially continue firing even after this crew runs out of ammo, assuming their artillery pieces last that long. But yeah, at this point, the balance of power just seems to be telling the story. The Dowie are just too healthy right now, and as everyone knows here, the Dowie are stubborn. They will fight for the last man, but right now, you know, they have plenty of people, so I don't see their leadership breaking anytime soon. I do want to give a shout out here to the Hippogriff Knight play. Some mistakes in terms of targeting, I would say, but overall in terms of the heals and the timeliness of them and getting the most value out of them in terms of healing up their strength, some really good play. Also going to see a terror route from the Rune Lord here. Uh-oh, Felix. You gonna go down, buddy? Yeah, Felix is routing.
Get off your bolts, lads. Time to fight.
Yeah, at this point, Looks like the Dowiard is starting to wrap up or mop up the rest of the Bretonnian forces. Impressively, still 6 Hippogriff Knights left alive on the field of battle, but all it's going to take is, you know, a volley from these cannons, and they'll start taking down those birds. All right, there goes the field trebuchet as well, down to 1 model, and now it's routing. And yeah, I think army losses are going to kick in any moment now, but look at that. Lion Shield going on top of him, but the Rune of Wrath and Ruin getting popped, and now Lewin looks like he's just charging in slow motion. But there's going to be a bunch of Slayers behind him. Fire coming in, and in spite a noble effort by our Bretonnian forces, it looks like the stunty Dow are going to come out on top.
You don't need no horses, you just need your legs.
There goes the Shatter, and a GG to both players.